What's up guys, Zach Ginn here, and in today's vlog I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to make over $40,000 on this real estate deal. And really what I'm going to do is break down the numbers of this. I'm going to show you that property, what we're doing, and actually how we're going to make the profits on this deal. So I'm really excited. So in this video I'm going to show you from start to finish the whole wholesaling real estate process of this deal. Not a lot of work needs to be really done on this one, and it's going to be an absolute good one. So before we get into it, before I actually show you inside the house, show you actually how we found the deal, how our acquisitions person actually locked this thing up for a killer price, and how we're actually going to dispose this deal. If you can, remember, smash that like button and subscribe to get more free value from me. So I'm in beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida today, and really I don't go on these deals anymore. And I've never been in this house before. This is the first time I've actually ever been inside this property. So why I'm actually recording a vlog here on this real estate deal. So the main reason why I'm actually recording a vlog today on this is really what I wanted to start doing on this YouTube channel is picking one deal every single week that I think is an absolute killer one and really share it with you. Some quick numbers about this before we go inside the property. We're actually locked this thing up for $130,000. We actually closed on it with our own funds because we want to get this sold for the most money possible. So really quickly, I can be a guru right now and tell you I locked this thing up for $100,000 and just, you know, lie about the numbers and stuff. But right here is the actual HUD. We bought this property for $130,000, and it's a 2-2, basically 1,300 square feet house here in Port St. Lucie. And really, you got to think about here. I just showed you the HUDs. Most gurus are extremely scared to show you the HUDs here, but honestly, I don't care. So the real question here is, what can I get this thing sold for? That's the main question here. And honestly, I don't know. What I want to do is I'm going to show you inside the property what we actually bought this thing, and you know, there's stuff in it. I'm going to show you exactly the process I'm going through with this house, and I'm going to bid this up because right now in Port St. Lucie it is an extremely hot market. So what I'm going to do is going to show you inside the property. We bought this thing for $130,000. I'm going to spend less than $1,000 on the rehab on this one. And honestly, I could have wholesaled this for probably $160,000, made $30,000, but I said, you know what, let's try to push for $40,000, $50,000 if I actually close on it and put like $1,000 into it. And I'm going to show you all the numbers on here. Like I showed you the HUDs, I'm going to show you the HUD on the sale side in this. Why I'm talking to you, why I'm looking inside the property here. All right, excuse the darkness in here, but the lighting's probably not perfect in here, but this is the house really quickly. So let's go in the bedroom and talk really quick. So let me walk through here so there's better, let me see if there's like any better lighting in here. Okay, a little better lighting up here. Okay, a little better. So I'm in one of the bedrooms here. I'm gonna show you the whole house, but really what I wanted to talk about really quick is how did I actually found this deal? We actually found this deal from a cold calling lead. We had one of our VAs actually cold call. So what happens? We called the high equity. The person's grandma was living in here and they wanted to move back to Jamaica, which is pretty crazy. Jamaica is an absolute beautiful country. I've been to Kingston. Before. Absolutely amazing city. Great people there. And these people were citizens of the United States. But the situation on this one was you had grandma living in here. You had one brother also on the deed, and you had this other guy on the deed. And the one person on the deed was actually living in Jamaica. Grandma was living here, and the grandson was actually here too. So there's 3 owners on the deed. There's grandma, you got the actual grandson, and then you got another grandson who lives in Jamaica. So we had to negotiate with all 3 parties, which was crazy. But the way the internet works with like Facebook Messenger and stuff is actually pretty easy to do. So what we did, negotiated with the grandson. He was the real decision maker. Grandma signed off, and then the Jamaican brother actually wanted more money for the property, and he did not see the actual work that needed to be done on this one. So a little more negotiating. I got everything done on dot loop to get this thing signed, which is basically an e-signing it's like DocuSign service. And what we did there was we got it signed. We got all 3 of these parties signed in. Our acquisitions manager absolutely killed it. $130,000. We were gonna get it for $120,000, but honestly, get the deal done. There were so many other people calling this guy, and honestly, we just got the deal done. So pretty cool, pretty interesting here. So now we know actually how we got this deal, and we actually closed it for $130,000. Let me show you around the property. Okay, so here's the quick bedroom, really right here. Here's the front right here. Basically the living area space here. Sorry about the lighting, guys, here, but let's basically got some more living space. Garage in there. Let me show you the garage. Basically like a one-car garage, nothing crazy. As you can see here, there is a wheelchair here. This property's actually, I don't know if you can see it, this property's actually got ramps everywhere. It's handicap accessible for grandma there. And honestly, it's not that bad. One of the pet peeves is this property has like these little textures on the wall that you can do with paint and a broom. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but whatever. As you can see here, the seller with the $130,000 price, we had to buy it with all the junk inside of it. So what I'm probably gonna do with all this junk is pay a guy $100 and maybe two guys for $200, haul everything on the curb and put it on the Facebook marketplace, free furniture. I'm telling you right now, the pickers are absolutely gonna pick this thing apart, and they're gonna, if I put everything to the curb, if I bring the guys here and they haul everything to the curb, it'll be taken up really quickly. And then the city, Port St. Lucie, is actually pretty good at actually picking stuff up. Here's the kitchen, guys. Here's the kitchen, guys. Let me see if I got a light for you. Oh, looks like the light's not working. So first time in this house. So as you can see, the kitchen needs a little bit of work here. Here, it looks like there's some moisture that came in the house. I mean, not the biggest deal in the world. So it looks like it leaked back here, or really it could be from the bathroom, which is here. So we're definitely going to look at that. We might try to we'll probably just patch that up. Next here, we got a little closet area here. But really the kitchen, if you look at it, it's not updated. This kitchen's not updated at all. And honestly, I could do the full $20,000, $30,000 rehab on this thing, but I'm not. I only have like $1,000 budget because we're buying so many of these properties. It's not worth it for us to rehab 15, 20 of these deals at a time for doing full $30,000, $40,000 rehabs. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get in and out, like wholesaling, in and out. We're gonna make that extra 10 grand by spending the extra 2 to 3 grand with holding costs, realtors and all that. We make way more money just doing the $1 grand rehab and putting it on the market, bidding it up to an end buyer versus a wholesale investor that's probably gonna want a huge discount on it. So as you can see with the kitchen, not updated at all. For $1 grand, I'm just gonna clean it up and bid it up. We do so many of these, it's actually worth it if I can do 3 of these in a week versus doing one really big rehab. So that's kind of what we do. We have actually a lot of wholesales right now, but I can't bring the camera inside those properties right now because there's people living in it, and we actually closed on this one, so I can bring the camera in here and actually talk about it. So the kitchen's not that big of a deal where I actually have to do the rehab on it. Here's the first master bedroom here. So really the biggest thing here that bothers me the most, I don't know if this is a pet peeve of mine, but this like wallpaper thing's absolutely disgusting. And as you can see here, let's see if we can zoom in. See if I can zoom in here. That wallpaper is actually painted, so not really that big of a deal. But really this bedroom, I'll try to show you an angle on this thing. So really nothing crazy on it, not bad. Here's the bathroom. Really, we're just gonna clear all this junk out of here, and that's really it. So we have a decent closet, but as you can see, we have junk everywhere here that just gotta get hauled to the curb. And somehow someone thought green was nice for a baseboard. I'm not the best interior designer, but I know that might have to get painted over. So we might consider with that grand, you know, using the $200 to haul the stuff out, and maybe having a handyman just patch up that little wall thing there, that little green thing. Honestly, if I wanted to go all out, again, this has to, there's not that much work to be done. I think we could probably go even under $1 grand on this one. So here's the bathroom. Nothing crazy. I mean, obviously it needs some updating, but really we're not gonna mess with it. We can probably get this thing sold for a good price here. So here's that bedroom again with the wallpaper. This wallpaper you gotta get like actually removed. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe try to get this wallpaper removed if we can't damage anything. So if we can't damage anything, we'll get that wallpaper done. Again, look at all this junk here we gotta get removed. But really, it's not my issue. It's not worth my time to be hauling this stuff out. So let's go here in the back. There's actually a Florida room. So it's basically an enclosed porch. This one is used as like a 3rd bedroom here. And it was permitted. As you can see here, as you can see here, I know this lighting's absolutely bad, but as you can see here, this is actually the outside of the house. So this is actually the outside of the house. So technically this won't even be a Florida room. I don't know if this is even considered a Florida room, but this is the actual outside of the house. So this was like an enclosed outside of it, not even an enclosed porch. They actually built this after it. So this is the outside stucco. So they actually built like a wood structure around here that if it's insulated correctly, which it's basically insulated pretty good, we can have an AC in here and it could be another bedroom. So really, I'm not really gonna consider this a third bedroom here. I could, but honestly, we do on the market. I mean, it's built with wood. This is a concrete block house. So really you can see a bed here, another wheelchair. It was basically being used as that. And let me show you out back here. So they painted the outside here red to match the trim on it, so it looks decent. But as you can see here, this little structure, it was built after the fact. I don't even know how good of a job they did, but honestly, I don't think it could hurt. So this is the outside of it. Got a nice little back here. Also, conveniently, it comes with a shed. So let me show you the shed on this one. And there's the shed. So I think the seller came by and picked up his lawnmower, so that's probably why this is open. So let's go close that. Ugh. All right, so let's go inside and let's talk about what I actually gotta get done in this house. So what do I have to get done in this house? Now, obviously all this junk here just gotta go, but really with a grand budget, that's what we wanna do. We want in and out. Like, as you see from our previous vlogs, we buy these houses and within a month they're sold, like the deed's gone. So we do a lot of volume. It's better to do 5 $50,000 deals than do 2 $100,000 deals. So, and there's a lot less risk to doing them. So we make actually more money putting a minimum amount of money into it and actually selling it really quickly. We make a tad more money with than wholesaling on it. So it works actually pretty well for us. We have absolute amazing agents. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna clear the stuff out, do a little patchwork, maybe get a cleaning lady in here and throw it back on the market. Probably gonna list it at like $199.9. We're gonna see what it sells for. That should project like a $60,000 profit. Probably sell a little less, maybe give us a $40,000-$50,000 profit. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna go back home and I'm gonna get my guys out here, do their work, and we're gonna cut back here and we're gonna see the after.